I am so excited to talk to you about the Pilates Reformer today. We're going to be doing a beginner introductory workout on the Reformer, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it as well. So if you have a new one at home, this will be your tour. Now, one thing to keep in mind, there are many manufacturers that make Pilates equipment. This is Valant's Body. It's what I've used for 20 years. It's what I love. Yours might be a little different, so it might look different than this. The springs might be a little different, but overall, the principles I'm going to tell you about will remain the same for any piece of equipment that you have that is a Pilates Reformer. So let's give the tour, shall we? You have a foot bar here. This is called a foot bar. It moves up and down. Again, that will change depending on your model, how it moves up and down, but it does move up and down. This is called the carriage. This is the part that moves. There are springs. Now, most pieces of equipment have 4 or 5 springs. They're either colors or they're considered heavy or light. So when I teach a reformer class, I will tell you what springs to put on, but you'll need to adjust for yourself, all right? These are shoulder blocks, or called shoulder rests right here. You have a headrest in between. This also typically will go up or down. And then you have straps. Most have big or small loops. Sometimes you'll have leather straps. These are cloth straps, also called handles, and these hang out right here. Okay, so that is your very basic reformer lesson. Also, many reformers should or do come with a box here. So I just want to show you that really quick. You can put it up and we'll use it in long or short box. Long box means this, like so, that it's lengthways on the carriage. And then short box is going to mean that it's across this way, perpendicular. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. I just wanted to show you that in case you do have a box with yours. So we're going to start laying down on our backs. We're going to do what's called footwork, which is typical for the beginning of many reformer classes. So if you haven't done this before, I would do 3 red springs. Okay, that's what I would put on. If you are used to this and you want to go a little bit heavier, you can go a little bit lighter if you need to. I'll talk you through what you might be feeling as we start, okay? So you're going to lay down on your back. Easiest thing to do is to scoot to the end, lay down on your side, and then roll onto your back. Now, let's talk position here. If it is uncomfortable for your head to lay on your back, if you tend to get headaches, you might want to put the headrest up. That is going to be personal choice right here. Our feet are hip distance apart, and you're going to be on your heels to start with. All right, I want you to take an inhale, and then exhale, press back away from the bar, and inhale to bring yourself back in. Now again, if this is the very first time you've ever been on a reformer, give yourself a little break here. You're learning something brand new. It's going to feel different probably than anything else you've ever done. So take your time. I don't want you to get too caught up in the breathing right now. As long as you're breathing, I'm happy. Okay, I just want you to start to feel what it's like to work with and against the springs. I want you to use your full range of motion. So you are straightening the knees all the way. Watch my knees. They're not locking. Okay, I don't want them locked, but I do want them straight. And whenever you come in, you just barely touch the carriage into the bumpers. Okay, you never want it to come in and hit or jar really loud or fast. You are trying to control the speed in both directions. If you feel that you're only being pushed up to the shoulder blocks, so if you only feel tension in your shoulders right now, I want you to lighten the springs a little bit. If you feel that you could do 200 repetitions of these without even thinking about it, then you might want to go a little heavier. So like I said, it's very typical to start a reformer class with footwork variations like this. It's a nice place to kind of see where your body feels for the day, get into your breathing, into your position. One more. And now when you come back in, I'm going to have you move onto your toes. You're going to lift your heels up And now press out. This is called a high heel position. Feel like you're pressing in that spot between your first and second toes. And you'll find what happens is it should start to get a little more challenging for your legs to control the position, but also for your pelvis to stay down. So that's what we're really looking at here, is do you have that nice long spine, right? Are you keeping the tailbone down when you come in? I don't want your glutes squeezing at all. I don't want the tailbone lifting. And you might even hear my springs here, especially since I have a microphone. But they typically will talk to you like this. They sound almost like you're underwater in a submarine. Press out, stay here. Keep your legs straight, lower your heels under the bar, and then lift back up. So we're doing a calf raise. And I want you to get a full stretch of your heels under and lift. And 3, 2, 1. Now this is called walking in place. Right heel lifts as your left one drops, then raise back up onto both and switch. Right drops, left lifts. Okay, see what I'm doing? So I'm coming right through the center each time to lift both heels up and switch. Lift, switch. Now there are classes that will teach this very fast. I'm taking you through it slow so you can start to get the patterning. Try to keep the hips level. Don't let them rock. Nice. Raise both up. Bend your knees to come back in. This next position is called Pilates V. Keep your toes where they are, but bring the heels together. So my knees are apart. They're about shoulder block distance apart. And my heels are touching. So I'm like in a frog position. Press out, bring the knees together, squeeze, and then come back in. Feel like you are trying to slow the carriage down when you come in. I tell people, don't let the carriage and the springs bully you around. You are in control. It's not in control of you. Now, what happens sometimes too, again, if you're new to this, I will occasionally get clients who feel a little bit dizzy or nauseous doing this for the first time. And I'll ask if they get seasickness and they'll say yes. So it's a similar kind of feeling. Put the headrest up, that can help. Otherwise, of course, take a break as needed, but the headrest up can help that. One more. And come back. Nice job. We have one more position. Slide your feet wide. Now you're in your arches. You're still turned out. And exhale to press. And inhale to come in. We're working the hips in many different positions. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders and your hands. Let's do 3 more. Good, last one. Nice job, come back in. All right, we're gonna start changing our springs. Couple options. Again, if you're new to this, I want you to roll to the side and just sit up. If this is somewhat familiar to you, you can have your legs over the bar and you can use your abdominal muscles to roll up. But again, if you're new to it, just roll to your side, sit up. I'm gonna have you put on a red and a blue, okay? Or if you're new, you can just do a red. That also means maybe one heavy spring, okay? But I'm going red and a blue. And I'm gonna lay back down. And we are gonna play with our straps here. So you're gonna reach back to find them. If you do have big and small loops, your hands are gonna go in the small. And if you only have one size loop, completely fine. Just use that one size. Let me talk you through the positioning here. Our typical position with arms and straps is gonna start usually in the same place. You want your hands over your chest. So see this versus I don't want you back here. The carriage is not all the way in. You've used your legs to get your hands over your chest, elbows completely straight. Your palms are slightly facing inward, okay? My shoulders are down and back. pull your abs in because you're going to float one leg up to tabletop and then the other one. So your arms are taking all of your weight, right? So you should feel your arms working and your abdominal muscles are working to keep your legs in this position. When you're ready, exhale both arms down and inhale both arms back up. So this might be considered a beginner class simply because I'm giving you the tour of the reformer, but that doesn't mean easy. This is not an easy position by any means, but I want you to know the basic fundamental place that you'll go with arms and straps so you can start to get comfortable with it. Rest whenever you need to. Okay? When you get down there, stay here. Your arms are resting down. Now they're going to come out to the side like the letter T and then squeeze in. So again, rest, or you can pull your knees into your chest if you need to. Okay, last one. And then arms float back up and your feet can rest down. And only then do you take a break. So you usually see me here working out, teaching you how to move your body, how to deal with injuries, and how to feel your best. What you don't see is the behind the scenes, which involves 2 young kids, virtual school right now, running around, running a household, running a business, and trying to take care of myself in the midst of all that, which can be hard sometimes, and I know you can relate. So part of that is making sure that I have food to fuel me within all of the madness and chaos of life. Built Bars help me do that. So it gives me upwards of 20 grams of protein to help fuel and feed my body. It's low calorie, it's low sugar, it's gluten-free, which is important to me and how I eat, with natural ingredients, which I feel good about giving myself. So I highly recommend, if you are in the same boat as me and needing to fuel yourself with good ingredients, that you try Built Bar. My friends have offered you a code, VALANT20, VALANT 20, to get 20% off your own order. You'll find the link below. So remember, take care of yourself and your body. Roll to your side and press yourself up. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna go to one red spring and turn to the side. So I am turning so that my right foot and my right shin are against the shoulder blocks. We're gonna do mermaid. So we're gonna end with a mermaid stretch. Z-sit means right foot back, left foot in, and my left hand is on the bar. If this is not a good place for you, you can go cross-legged, or you can just sit with your legs dangling off the reformer. Right arm out to the side. You're gonna push away, and as you do, you reach over. You're trying to keep your right sit bone down. Okay, so think about trying to make a C curve with your spine, with your ribs. Good. Your right sit bone stays down as you reach over. Now reach over and stay here. Rotate down towards the floor. So my sit bone's coming off, my right hand comes on and my left hand moves over, and you're gonna push back really long so your chest is parallel to the floor. Then inhale to lift up. Here's our extension. Exhale to press back. Inhale to lift up. And exhale back. We're gonna do one more juicy stretch here. If you are used to Pilates mat work or Pilates mermaid on the mat, you'll just see how this is different. It gets you into a little deeper position, a deeper range of motion. Bring your left hand to the center. Unwind the whole thing. So you face sideways first, you lift up, your right hand comes down and your left hand comes over. Nice, and then we're gonna turn around. So I know you'll watch me from behind as I do this next one. Now my left foot is back, so my left shin is up against the shoulder blocks. My right hand is in the middle of the bar. You're gonna press away and reach that left arm up and over. Your left sit bone stays down. And then you unwind it, okay? So reach up first, get tall towards the ceiling, then over. Once you get here, rotate to the floor. Left hand on the bar, right hand moves over. You're trying to get yourself parallel to the floor if possible. And then you inhale, lift, and come up. Exhale, press out. One more. Good, bring your right hand to the center. Turn all the way up, left hand down, right hand over. And sit back up. And then you're gonna sit with your legs just off, okay? Inhale tall, and exhale, tuck your chin, roll yourself down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll back up. Great job. So that gives you a very short, basic introduction to the reformer. There are thousands of exercises that you can do on this, and I took you through maybe 10. But what's nice is we slowly start to build. So you've got the foundation, you understand how the machine moves, and then we build and build and build and use the box and toys, and it is super fun and a great addition to any Pilates practice. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope you love your reformer. Talk to you soon.
Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. You can also always come over to jessicavalantpilates.com to find all the resources I have for living a healthy lifestyle, including full-length workout videos, healthy recipes, and a community I would love for you to be a part of. So I'll see you there.